Hi, this is Vanessa with Fitness 23 in San Jose, California, and Fitness 23 in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is time for your Fitness 23 minutes at home workout, and today it's all about getting that heart rate up. Cardio work, here we come.
Three, two, one, zero.
Okay, here we go. Remember, it's cardio day. We're gonna warm up your entire body, get your heart rate up a little, but not a lot, because we're gonna really stretch it out later on. In cardio day, if everything seems too fast or too long, of course, just slow it down, all right? You wanna go for a minute and a half, and we do the cardio exercises you'll see in a few minutes, but let's start that warm up. Arms are straight up, the elbow comes down, one leg is coming up. Try to bring that leg up all the way above your waist. Nice, even breathing. Anytime we're doing cardio workouts, it's really important to think of even breathing. This warm-up is gonna take about 2 minutes is all. Nice breathing, changing legs. Really stretch those arms up, getting all those muscles nice and warmed up. Good, spread your feet out. Do not bend your knees. We're gonna go down, touch the ground, and come straight up. Down and straight up. We're just warming up those hamstrings, having them nice and loose, and the connection to your glute muscle in the back and that lower back. Nice even breathing as we go. Couple more. Do not move your feet, because we're gonna go to the right. Little knee bend, back to center. Knee bend, back to center. You don't want your knee coming over your toe. It should be right and behind your toe. Just a little knee bend, warming up those groin muscles, warming up those knees. Here we go, other side. Nice little stretching here, no big deal. If it hurts too much on your knees, you can go halfway down. Couple more. Good. Feet back together, open up that leg. Really have nice tight core when you do this. Just trying to warm up all these muscles. Nice even breathing. Couple more. Other side. Nice straight back, getting nice and warmed up. We're gonna do a little bit more quad warm up, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, here we go. Feet are just underneath you, right underneath your hips. Touch the ground and straight up. Down, straight up. Down, arms out. Down, straight up. Down, arms out. All right, we're warmed up. Let's go. Okay, here we go. First exercise, we are going to jump slightly on both legs, nice and even, and touch down with the opposite hand, back and forth, opposite arm going straight back beside you. Remember, we are going for a minute and a half with these exercises. So this is tough, guys, and we want to be as consistent as possible, having our butts go down nice and even, and a nice even rhythm. Here we go with fast feet. Remember, this is for 1.5 minutes, and we're gonna do alternating touches about every 10 seconds here. So this is super quick, and this is really gonna get that heart pounding. Now, my sitting heart rate's about 57, 58. When I stand up, of course, the heart rate goes to about 75 to 85. When I start to move, it's about 110, 120. At the end of this, it's about 140. So remember this. This is what our hearts do. They get ready for us to move. We're moving really quickly, heart's pumping every which direction. The reason I have your arms going the same time your legs are going is because the heart has to pump in 2 directions, making you have to work twice as hard. If you're wearing a watch and your watch says you're going above 160, please stop, rest for a little bit, and let that heart rate come down. This is a building exercise, not trying to kill you exercise. Here we go, we have another ½ minute to go. Simple jumping side to side exercise. You want to land mid-foot, touch the ground with your fingertips, and jump to the other side. Remember, we're being very rhythmic, not going down 100% on those legs, maybe about 70%. Back and forth. This is exhausting. You're pulling your full body weight up and over. I know you're thinking this is the hardest workout I've ever made you do, and you're probably right. Here we go. We got another minute to go. Okay, here we go again. This is going to be arm up to the knee first and then to your foot. One more time. We've got that heart pumping in 2 different directions. We are doing 45 seconds on each side. Get an arm workout at the same time. That arm is really going to burn about now, and a long way to go. Try to keep your breathing as even as possible as you're doing this exercise. It's always a balancing exercise when we're doing one leg too at the same time. Here we go, 45 seconds on the other side. Nice high arm, nice high leg. Try to get that leg, when you kick it out, to be over the waist. Knee up, leg out. 30 seconds to go. is a hard minute and a half. We're doing 45 seconds on each leg. Both arms are going out nice and straight, about shoulder height. Leg is going about 2 feet behind me. I am balancing on the left leg. All that pressure on the left leg, you can see my left quad working here. This is tough, guys. I'm actually looking, if you see where I'm looking a couple of feet ahead of me. It keeps my balance better. Don't put your head straight up, you won't have the great balance. Keeps my back and my head in the same alignment, which allows me to balance. Remember, we're doing 45 seconds on each leg. So here we are on the other leg. Remember, we want those weights in your hands, a little more than shoulder height. You're looking about 2 feet in front of you. Just a slight knee bend on your bracing leg. Big balancing act. Getting pretty exhausted by now. Stay with me. It is time for your water break, everybody. I know, my dogs are super cute. You want to pet them. I hope you have your own to pet. Remember, we don't let you have any sandwiches. We don't let you have any M&Ms. We want you to be really great and ready for the next exercise as it comes up. Let's do a serious arm workout here. I'm pivoting to the side. Both of my weights are going up over my head. Opposite leg going behind me for balance. Big stretch in the back here. Nice and straight back. Head stays up. Both weights go up about 90%. Not completely straight with those elbows. And be real exact where you're coming back onto your waist. Remember, we are doing 45 seconds on each side. Here we are on the other side, same thing. Leg going back to the opposite side for your balance. Nice straight shoulders. Arms are going about a 90% straight up. Keep your head up. Don't let that head look down. Nice straight back. Big push on the shoulders. You can see my deltoids working on this one. All right, here we go. Step forward, touch the ground, and then way up over your head. Lots of back work here. Step forward, touch the ground, up over your head. I'm going at a pretty fast clip here. I have no problem with you slowing down. Be real exact where that front leg is going. Don't let the knee come over the toe. It should be right behind the toe on that front leg. Make sure you get nice flexion on that back leg. And really stretch up straight and tall with those arms and that back on the way up. 45 seconds each side. Such a great back exercise, and I know your heart rate's well over 110, 115 by now. Keep breathing nice and evenly. Nice and straight with your body position. Nice and rhythmic going up and down. Now this is tough, and you can see at the end of this minute and a half, I will be dying. Now, you see I've got that left watch on, that blue band you see. I wear a Garmin 935. I know what my heart rate is all the time. For me, this is a big deal as an endurance athlete. But boy, going up and down like this, I started this exercise at 90 and finished at 120 after a minute and a half. This is a lot of work, going up and down, whole body going up and down, back and forth. You can change lead arms if you want. It doesn't make too much of a difference. I'm obviously stronger with my right arm than my left, just because I've been a tennis player for the majority of the last 20 years. But it doesn't matter too much. You're still putting a bunch of effort on both arms. So do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Might have a sore wrist after this one too. Everyone knows I'm a stickler for sit-ups and getting them right. So I'm doing 35 here in the minute and a half, but you can do more or less, whatever fits in your minute and a half. Now I'm doing sit-ups the way that I can sit up correctly, which is my feet are locked down, my hands are locked down, using my whole body. All my stomach muscles are screaming at me already. So here's the deal. You can do sit-ups with people holding your feet down. You can do sit-ups with your arms coming forward. You can put a pillow under your back to help you get up until you develop enough stomach muscles. But this is what you want to work up to, is getting a sit-up that looks like this with these feet locked down. You can tell my calves are even engaged, right? This is fantastic work. Such a great exercise for your entire body. Since we're working on our cardio, why don't we work on a little hip flexion at the same time? So I've got one knee going down, other foot coming up. All my weight goes on my shoulders as I switch back and forth. This will be exhausting, guys, but so great. Hip works beautifully, being real exact where my knee's going and where my foot's going on that mat and my foot's going off the mat. Try to be as rhythmic as possible. Don't have to be as fast as I'm going, but make it rhythmic. Make it really even, legs coming up. I know you thought we would never get to it, but heck, we got to stretching. So, remember we hold stretches for about 15 to 20 seconds on each kind of stretch. Did a lot of hamstring work today, so really got to stretch those hamstrings out and my shoulders. You see, I just adjusted again. As my body relaxed, I could go a little farther into the stretch. Always want to make sure we have a nice loose back. Having those hamstrings nice and loose is such a great advantage because it doesn't make your back pull. Really take time to get your stretching in every day. Even if you don't exercise, just make sure your muscles are warm always before stretching. Stretching is what keeps you out of injury. When you're doing this runner stretch, if you can't bring that leg back as far as I did, it's okay. You want to build up to this. Remember that nothing happens immediately and perfectly. Thank you for joining me at Fitness 23. Feel free to send me an email or shoot me a text message if you have any questions or concerns or any kind of exercises you would like to see. Remember, I have a gym in San Jose, California at Train with V. I also have Fitness 23 Las Vegas. And of course, don't forget, I have a nonprofit, Exercise in the Streets, which gives running shoes to incarcerated youth. Have a great day.